Ooh yeah. What, what did Ariel say in Little Mermaid? Up where they, up where they run, up where they play all day in the sun. Wish I could be part of your world. No, the fuck I don't. That world fucked up. You need to stay under that sea. Under the sea. You need to stay right there because this shit fucked up top. I don't want to be a part of your world. That's why when I talk about stuff, I'll talk about it from a different world's perspective. Because it's different worlds. You got people walking around in different worlds. You just got to admit it. It's just the truth. It's something we all live with. That's why you can't reach certain people because they're not a part of your world. They don't watch the things you watch. They don't enjoy the things you enjoy. Your shows and shit that you cherish and value, it's another man's trash. They see it, they're like, fuck out of here. I don't want to watch that. You don't want to be a part of certain people's worlds. We're not all living in the same world. Before I get to the man, shout out to Cold Springs Queen YouTube channel. I see you, shorty, man. Stay inspired, Cold Springs Queen. Shout out the Base Space Man. I see you too, cuz. Tighten up. And shout out the Sub-Zero 3639 or some Sub-Zero 3639 because niggas be putting numbers on they shit and it be fucking me up. And shout out the Lead Farmer 7 Trey. These numbers, they be fucking me up and shit. But that's all I'm saying. Like, and shout out to Relentless Enigma. If I'm not mistaken, I shared your video on my community tab. Could email me too. It wasn't random. I thought it was funny. I mean, y'all watch that satire shit, Awaken with JP and all that weird shit. That shit was funny. Could call me a shield. I'm confirmed. What was it? The Cuz called me a Mossad agent from the Saiyan Order and a grease monkey. That was funny. That was funny. All right, Richie, what up, Richie? Yo, Richie from Boston. Yo, what was that movie with Steven Seagal? That movie with Steven Seagal in it, Out for Justice, where he was beating the shit out of it. He was beating people up, just random. He walked into the bar. Has anybody seen Richie? Does anybody know why Richie did Bobby Lupo? He was trying to find out who beat the fuck out of Bobby Lupo like that. I can't remember the plot, but it was funny. That every time I hear Richie, that's what I hear. Hey Richie, hey Richie, hey Richie. Hey, Richie, anybody know why Richie did Bobby Lupo? Put him on ice. That's all I'm saying. Like you can't. And then y'all went on Relentless Enigma page, disrespectful as fuck. Like y'all ain't even supposed to rock with me that hard. Like y'all just started him out, and he was just making jokes. That was super. It was some disrespectful comments, y'all. Hey, some of y'all go too hard for me. Like, no, he's not a shield. Bear Cake Garage is not a shield. Like, y'all just went too hard. Like, it was a joke. Calm down. Calm down. Leave that man alone. It was a joke. He's Mossad. Oh, okay, he might be Mossad. Let that man live. Leave him alone. I don't know what Richie puts in his shit. I use 10W30. And I finished my ball joint installation too. Those TerraFlex ball joints, them shits came in a sexy package. They packaged them TerraFlex ball joints. Who in here use TerraFlex ball joints? Them TerraFlex ball joints, they understood a nigga had just dropped $280 on them. So they packaged them accordingly. When I got the package, they came in that nice box. They were in foam. I ain't never seen ball joints packaged with this much love and care. They were in foam. Each individual ball joint had their own space within the box. They couldn't move, shake around. You know when you get them move, that auto parts store, Advance Auto, they throw the box at you and that shit be rattling around in here. Not these joints. And they were heavy duty as fuck. They were heavy. I pulled them out. Then they got 2 Zerk fittings on it. They had 2 grease fittings on the lower ball joint. Nice. And they got a way so when you put the axle in, you can still get the grease gun right there just on the tip so it doesn't collide with the CV axle. Cause I'm not using U joints. I still got the CV axle. So I can still fit the grease gun end on there. That shit was nice. For $280, I told my shot they better install themselves for $280. You know, niggas don't pay that much for parts, but once you start messing with your vehicle's steering geometry and angles, and once you lift a vehicle, some people think the lift, that's it. No, there's more. And 9 times out of 10, you won't be able to use OEM parts again. You got to use aftermarket shit that's more beefy and durable than the OEM shit, because the OEM is spec'd for your vehicle coming out the manufacturer. But once you start messing with it, angles change, the stress change, then you add a bigger tire size to the equation, which equals worn out parts. So you just drop like $100. Move Tech, that's bullshit. I used to go to Rock Auto and get the Meva Tech, the Move Tech. I mean, if your shit not lifted, yeah, you can throw whatever in there. And if you have always went with the OEM parts, then yeah, I mean, I don't see what's wrong, but no, Moog, no. You said Moog is still the best suspension parts. No, not for them ball joints. I had ordered the Moog ball joints, and I had put everything back together, but something told me to go down there and look. I looked, it fell out to sea. It just fell. Like it wasn't even pressed up in there no more. I'm like, I pressed it in there, it went in tough, but then it just fell once I put my tire on. I'm like, hell no. So I took all of them out. I had to take everything back apart, take the ball joints back out, and I sent them shits right back. And that's when I ordered the TerraFlex shit. And then I drove it after. It was fine. People said the steering wheel don't return back to center. After I threw them ball joints in there, my steering, it returned back to center every time I turn. It's fine. Go get a little alignment. I could do the alignment myself for what it's worth, but I want to get new tires because I messed up those Mickey Thompson tires. Mickey Thompson, where the fuck y'all at? Because them tires cost too damn much. Them Mickey Thompson, them them Mickey Thompson Baja tires are some ass in the rain. I might have well went with Goodyear. And them shit's like $200 a tire. I need 4 of them bitches. That's $800. Spicer U joints, yeah, Spicer all day. That's the only U joints I use. Well, nah, on one of my Jeeps, I got Moog U joints, the non-greasable kind too. I just talked all that shit about Moog. Moog is fucked up now. Moog ain't what it used to be just 3 years ago. There's some serious quality control going on there. Yokohama, I might go with the Yokohama tires this go around. BFG KO2s, bro. Nah, I ain't fucking with no BFGs. I ain't fucking with them BFG. Somebody in the Fed just randomly stated, I still appreciate high impact flicks. I didn't snitch you out last week, bro. What are you talking about? That shit was random. See how I'm talking about? We talking about, here you come with high impact flicks. I don't give a fuck about what he doing. I said what I said. That's that. Shout out to High Impact Flicks. Shout out to Cold Springs Queen, Base Spaceman, and Sub-Zero 3639. Y'all be doing the fuck out one. Flat Earth was cracking, but I don't want to be part of that world. Ariel was singing praises about this shit up here. Nah, bitch, you need to stay under the sea. This shit ain't nothing to see. And then you got people, now y'all mad at Ben Shapiro. Really? Y'all mad at Ben Shapiro as if you hadn't known he's been a merchant. Like your merchant radar should be going off anytime somebody says that nigga's name. He been a merchant. He's sitting up there calling him out. He's worried. He makes $10 million a year. Like, yeah, he's a fucking merchant. Some people you don't just, hi, I'm Ben Shapiro and I'm libertarian. Don't know if you want to be libertarian, conservative, and you play in between those two worlds like that. The libertarian and the libertarian, conservative. You sit you play in between those two words. Y'all call it grifting. I call it being a merchant. They want to sell you some shit. The world is ending. But first, a word from my sponsor, Blue Box. Just fucked up shit. You can tell they merchants. Not all merchants are merchants, neither. I say merchant in a derogatory way. I say did you just say merchant? That's anti-Semitic. It ain't got shit to do with Shemitic people. They don't have a claim on, they don't have a monopoly on who's a merchant and who's not. Niggas got merchants in the hood right now they call drug dealers. They'll fuck up the community for the sake of getting a couple dollars. That's a fucking merchant. And I mean that in the most derogatory way possible. They'll sit up there and sell a whole hood crack when crack took over in the 80s and brothers were seeing what was going on with it. Kids were being orphaned. Parents were overdosing in your community. And you still selling that shit after you see how it fuck everybody up like that? You a fucking merchant. You a fucking merchant. Well, I gotta sell drugs to feed my family. So feeding your family, that's why I say ain't no fucking black community. Feeding your family is more important than the well-being and welfare of your community. Then you agree with me. There is no black community. I gotta do this because I gotta feed my family. So you gotta fuck up your community in order to feed your family. You a fucking merchant, cuz. Just admit that shit. I can. They're like, yeah, I'm a fucking merchant. They call they hustlers. Not all hustlers are merchants. I say merchant with utmost disrespect. Not all merchants are merch. Some people, they do what they do. They make their videos. They sell y'all their shirts. That's good. I love it. They got to make money. But when I don't like this fear porn shit, and when you see the shit you putting out just damages shit, and you don't care because you need to keep making that money, like Ben Shapiro pushing them vaccines and shit, but you libertarian and shit. And then you see how Ben Shapiro, he try to, he like this. Ben Shapiro hit you with some shit that make you think he's a conservative / libertarian. They're not even the same, but if y'all think they are for some fucking reason, Ben Shapiro will hit you with some shit like, so Joe Biden, what he needs to go on and do is he needs to go on and back. We can't get back to normal until a vaccine. Everybody takes a vaccine. He needs to promote vaccines. Have you think talking that vaccine shit, and then he'll criticize Biden in the same sentence to make you think he on your side. This is why Biden won't promote the vaccines like he's supposed to, because he needs to use that as leverage. And it's like, no, wait. You just did some wizardry right there, Ben Shapiro. And that fucking hat on the back of your head is closing in on your skull closing in on your brain, nigga. You retarded as fuck. You just sound intelligent. We all know the people that sound. I'm not the most articulate person, but I live certain life experiences. That's what I'm taught for. These aren't talking points. That's why I can get up here without a script and just go off on something. These are talking points that I have learned to memorize just in case I need to debate a liberal. This shit, my life. This is my life. Like when I said what I said about the welfare state, that's my life. I'm not up here trying to go to war with liberals using this information to win a debate and win more people on my conservative side. I'm not, I don't give a fuck if you on my side or not. You gonna or you not. That's why I don't want to be in that world. And I'm coming at it from a different world's perspective. Like that's why a lot of y'all got gray hair right now trying to wake up your family members. They're not in your world. You can't reach them because they're not in your world. It's like sending communications from here to that fucking star up there. You ain't gonna get nowhere. You not. People want to wake people up so bad. People want to wake people up so bad. I sent my mother your video. She still doesn't get it. Then they use the CDC. I use the CDC's own article and people still don't get it. No, because they not in your world. You gonna make yourself sick doing that shit. Learn how to cook a meal, bitch. You gonna make yourself sick doing that. You gonna make yourself sick. People place value in the wrong things. That's why I can talk about it from like my nieces and nephews' perspective, because they're younger. They're younger. I hope they ain't in the chat. They need to get the fuck out if they ain't. My nieces and nephews fucked up, I get to see this shit firsthand. A lot of y'all nieces and nephews fucked up too. Walking around with Yeezys on and shit. You got $500 shoes on and your mama car's overheating. You got $500 shoes on and your mama car got a check engine light on for that catalytic converter. Shit like that. Like, why the fuck do you have $500 shoes on? Where's your value coming from? How can you afford that? I have a job. Okay, you got a job, but you have no skill. You not worth a damn to nobody. But you go to Rock Auto and put that catalytic converter, because you go to the dealership, catalytic converter gonna be like $2,500. Then the mechanic gonna want some shit of money to put it in because it's a Volkswagen Routan, a Chrysler. Do something worthy. That's the problem with kids today. Even I remember growing up, nigga, we couldn't get shit. And we wanted them Nikes, them Kevin Garnett's when they came out. Like, yo, let me get them Kevin Garnett's. Your mom take your ass right to that Payless and she'll get you some Pro Wings or some shit. You be in school. That's why you had to learn how to joan and talk shit about people to keep people off of you. You even had to fight to be able to talk shit about somebody. You had to crack your mama so people wouldn't, they didn't want to beat up. The bullies didn't want to beat up people that knew how to joan. If you knew how to talk that shit about somebody and embarrass them in front of a whole class, you got left alone. Toyota sedan. Barricade Garage. What's your thoughts on the Toyota Sienna? Fuck a Toyota Sienna. And I don't have no problems with Toyota, but that Sienna is something else. If you ever got to do the spark plugs on a Toyota Sienna, you'll understand what I'm talking about. If you ever have to pay to have somebody do the spark plugs on a Toyota Sienna, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Fuck a Toyota Sienna and fuck a Nissan Altima. Since I'm talking about shit today, people what's wrong with Nissan Altimas? Fuck a Nissan Altima. That shit, you work at a dealer and that shit roll up in your bag. I quit. I'm out. Lunch break. You be waiting all day in the lobby for me to finish working on your shit. You be in that lobby. What's taking them so long? Service man off. I'm back there cleaning tools and shit. If you ever have to do the power steering pump on a Nissan Altima, you'll understand. You got to remove the whole fucking chassis. You got to, not the chassis, you got to remove the sub. We had to drop the subframe. We had to drop that motherfucker. That shit took like 8 hours. For what, a power steering pump? Somebody said, my Nissan Altima been good to me. Good. I hope it stay that way with your Nissan Altima. Because the ones after 2013, when they started putting them CVTs in there, them transmissions, it's like a rubber band. That shit don't even shift. It just go or don't go. It's almost like turbo lag. Like my sister, she got a 2014. My sister's a Nissan Altima driver. The typical, one of my sisters, she got a 2014. She got it when it had like 30,000 miles on it. 40,000 miles, the transmission went out. She was going uphill, and shit just stopped putting. That shit was no longer little engine that could. And then Nissan know they fucked up, because when she took it to the dealer to have work done, she was like, how much I paid it? They was like, nah, we got it, because we get this a lot. Y'all know y'all fucked up. Y'all know y'all ain't had no business making a train. Toyota make their own. Well, Toyota don't. Toyota use the Aisin transmission, the Aisin. It's some Japanese company. Somebody gonna correct me. Nissan tried to make their own shit and fucked up. Anything after 2013, I don't trust that shit. And anything before 2013, that power steering pump gonna fuck you up. If you worried about money, you need to become a merchant to start dealing with some of that shit. That's why I say y'all need a skill. A lot of people, they don't. When you start talking about auto repair, a lot of people brain shut the fuck off. Like I wanted to give. I had my sister. She come to me. My people come to me and shit, right? You know, she got a son. That little nigga need a job. His voice deeper than mine. She buying him shoes and shit. I'm like, nah, that nigga need to work. I give you $500 to replace the thermostat in this Volkswagen. You know, try to encourage that type of behavior, but they don't want it. I'll mess up my shirt. What? You niggas put more value in clothes than actual skill. Like somebody the other day said, I wear the same shit every stream. So I don't, but so if I did, nigga, I'm a working man. My woman gotta make me get clothes. Cause I don't just wake up like I need a new shirt, I need a new wardrobe, I need to look good. Look at my shit. I don't worry about that shit. It don't mean nothing. Look. That shit don't mean that. I ain't up here trying to be pretty for niggas. Men nowadays want to be pretty. I got work boots. They Timbs. Shorty got them for me so I can look nice and shit, right? So you can look nice. Man, she came. I was outside cutting grass in them bitches. I don't play that shit. They ain't Stacey Adams. I'm gonna cut grass in them. What you want? What you want me to do? Those are supposed to be your good shoes. You know, not no more. Not no more. I'm like a typical Corvette driver with no Corvette. You know how they always got their shirt tucked in with them denim jeans and they got the balled up New Balance on with the green grass stains on them bitches. You know, Stacy's, I'm a work in them. I'm putting the ball joints in these same shits. I don't got time to be changing shoes. I got 5 pairs to my name and worth a whole lot. Meanwhile, my nieces and nephews, they got a room full of shoes and they ain't worth shit. They ain't worth shit. And I'm sitting up here trying to learn more skills. Where the plumbers at? Plumbers to the front. Plumbers to the front. Where the plumbers at? Sorry, talking about call a plumber. Because in the bathroom we had that leaky. We had that leaky. We had a leaky faucet. The faucet, the spigot. I don't know where y'all. Some people I say spigot. The spigot sprang a leak, and it would leak. You would have it shut off. Cold water shut off. Hot water shut off. That bitch still slow drip on you. That's costing a lot of money right there. She's like, yo, get the plumber. Plumbers, I fuck with y'all, but y'all want niggas want like 500 come out and look. And then tell you what you need. And that shit cost another $1,200. Man, I went online and got that cartridge. Got that cartridge to put in the handle and replace the spring in the O-ring. Cut the cold water off. Replaced all that shit. Put it back. No leak. You feel like you can save money. Learn a skill. Like a lot of mechanics out there. Mechanics is in demand. Maybe not where y'all at, but where I'm at. They don't give a fuck if you ASE certified for real. If you know your way around a vehicle, you can get that job. A lot. The shop that say it, you know, I shouldn't be leaking these secrets, but they'll say ASE certified on the wall when you go in there. That's to make the customers feel comfortable. It's theater. That's to make the customers feel just like wearing a mask. That shit is theater. So when you go in there and you a woman, I need my sparkle exchange. You feel comfortable because you see all them plaques on the fucking wall. Y'all don't never go back. Some of y'all go to the dealership thinking that shit cookies and bubbles because they sweep the floor. They got the cute vending machines up front. You know, they got it's the white boy with the good haircut. He asks if you need help. What can I help you with? He got the white boy with the good haircut. He got good clothes on, good shoes on. There's pretty cars sitting in the fucking in the showroom. This is nice. You know, they tell you, be like, yo, I'm here to get my shit looked at. But what you don't know is in the back is fucked up. It's niggas cussing each other out, talking shit about politics, stealing each other's 10mm sockets. There's a lot of fuckery that goes on in the back that you don't have to deal with. They come in the back, they tell a guy, they're like, yo, the customer is waiting. She's a waiter. Fuck. You know, that's why shout out to the dealership mechanics, because y'all be on some bullshit. Y'all be on some bullshit, but I understand your pain, though. I understand your pain. They'll roll some shit in, like, yo, you got X amount of time to fix it. I need it done. Give you some fucked up shit. Then you got to deal with coworkers touching your tools and shit. Borrowing shit. Hey, can I borrow your press kit? Nigga, get your own shit. Then mechanics, which y'all don't know, is when you go to the shop and you see that high ass price, they be wanting like $1,500 for spark plugs. Understand, they got a lot of overhead. Like, you not just paying the mechanic. That shit be expensive. And these tools are expensive as fuck. These tools are expensive. It's niggas that pay like $500 for a 10-piece wrench set. And then they rate mechanics. Snap-on truck drives around, and he know you fucked up in the game, right? And the snap-on people are merchants. They merchants. They're wizards. They're Jews. They pull up in that truck. You missing some shit. You like, shit, I don't want to, but I need to. He gets you on that truck. Your eyes get bigger than your wallet. You start buying shit, it adds up. And then what they tell you? Oh, that's all right, credit. So now you really getting shit. Now you walk the fuck out of the truck like you the fucking man. It's people that pay $30,000 for a toolbox just to keep their tools in. It's people that pay like $30,000 for a box to put their tools in. I ain't lying, but I ain't want to talk about auto repair shit. I'm talking about different worlds and seeing things from different people's perspective. So when you start talking about, oh look, the vaccine, that shit, fuck, don't take the jab, don't take the vax for her. You know, understand that not everybody's not against. That's why I don't do that vaccine shit. I don't do that shit. But I ain't finna sit up here and try to argue a motherfucker down in the middle of the street about that shit. Nigga, y'all need, some of y'all need to take that fucking vaccine. The world eventually works itself out. Just like right now, they talking about that. Right now, they talking about India. They had some singing chick on American TV begging Americans to donate to India. Isn't India like one of the tech capitals of the world? Y'all, India can't take care of India? We need oxygen. I seen some shit, Reuters. India's hospitals running out of oxygen. Okay, well, it looks like the problem's going to take care of itself. Well, do you niggas abide by the Georgia Stones or do you not? That's my question for these elite. Do you do know that shit on the Georgia Guidestones talking about depopulation and keeping the population within a certain percentage? Do y'all want that to happen or not? So why the fuck are y'all telling us about India? Let them niggas die. That's why I said it's all bullshit. More people are dying in India. We need to send them money and help them with the wizard finger, because that's what they doing, working that wizardry. Getting niggas to donate. We already ain't got shit. Americans done tapped the fuck out. We've been ladled down with propaganda bullshit. Half of us fucking vaccinated, got anxiety and shit. Oh, don't get me started on that CIA commercial. Recruiting for the CIA and shit. The bitch, remember the joke? Well, I was like, yo, how my niece was trying to get on the highway. She's scared because she got anxiety. I'm like, where the fuck is all these people coming up with this anxiety bullshit from? This bitch on the CIA commercial. This bitch said, I got general anxiety disorder. Like, CIA, this what you doing? This is what you doing, CIA? And it's not. That's just for the retarded people. The CIA is deep. There's levels to this shit. Understand what you see on the surface? It's just like with Freemasons. Freemasons, generally, it's like a gang. All of this shit is like a gang. The Freemasonry, it's a good organization. And I say that because you'll have men that are Freemasons. They're actively doing shit in their communities. They're helping people out. They're building centers. It's like a brotherhood. But then, the higher up you get, you start to understand some shit. It's just like money laundering. They have a front business. Like, we're legit. You know? That's how it is Freemason. With, you got the Scottish Rite, the Freddie Prinze Hall. Half of them brothers don't know what the fuck going on. You know, and you got shit like that. You got the women's set, and then you got the Shriners. You got the Shriners, the Muslim branch, the Scottish Rite for the Christians. Then you know, black people, what about us? All right, Freddie Prinze Hall. There you niggas go. You know, black people always want to be in some shit. What about us? Niggas sit there, they don't got shit to do with you. Shut the fuck up. So here you niggas go, Freddie Prinze Hall, you know. And you know the Freemasons, they believe it's good because the majority of Freemasons, they ride around with the square and compass on their windshield or on their license plate or got the little chain. They don't know what the fuck Freemasonry about for real. They don't know. But they need people like that because those people are sincere because they don't live in your world. You understand what I'm saying? So when you tell them about Freemasonry, all they see is the good that the brotherhood is doing. So they can't relate to you being against Freemasonry. This is why I say you got to put yourself in other people's shoes sometimes to understand how they might think and how what you say might affect them. They're not going to understand your concerns the way you do because they don't exist in that world. As a matter of fact, you might be sitting up here, you might be a keyboard warrior talking shit about Freemasons. And the Freemasons reading that shit like, but we getting shit done though. What are you doing? You see how that works? You see what I'm saying? They need that front. It's like laundering money with a you know, with an auto parts business. But you selling crack for real. But your employees don't know you selling crack. This is a good business. This is a good job. We have benefits, 401k. But your boss, he one of the biggest drug dealers, and that's what that's like. That's what people aren't a part of your world. Those people aren't a part of your world. It's just like the people that think they can go to an auto repair shop and not pay a left nut to get shit fixed because they're not part of your world and they don't know what all it entails to fix their car that they fucked up. That some of y'all actively fucked up. You knew that shit needed an oil change. Especially women. Women are some shit when it comes to keep vehicle maintenance. I'm not saying that I'm not bashing women. I'm just saying y'all fucking suck. Women do shit like run up on curbs. Women do shit like run up on curbs and they'll be driving that and they won't let you know till like, by the way, my car's been making a weird noise. For how long? For 2 years? What? What? Why you didn't? You go out to look at it, the fucking ball done fell off the socket. No sway bar. The sway bar link gone. Tread on the tire gone. The fucking steel belts in the tire are showing. You're like, yo, you've been driving on this shit. The wheel hub fell out. No fuck you. How long you been driving with no wheel hub? How the fuck are you still driving? I didn't even know. I didn't think anything of it. You say you hit a curb and seen your wheel hub fall out and you just, oh well. You know, that's women for you. Not all women. I know it's some good. I know some good women out. I'm just saying, not all of them, but you know, because I'm gonna have some women in the comments and email. I'm a female and I don't do that shit. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about your homies though. Your kind. I'm talking about your people as a whole. They suck. And then a lot of mechanics is merchants. Because they'll see a woman come in that don't know shit from Shinola. And her wheel hub done fell the fuck out. So he's like, yo. He like, yo, this bitch wheel hub fell out. And the other mechanics, how the fuck did she get here? He like, so now you working shit out. You like, shit, I got kids to feed. So let me tell this bitch her wheel hub fell out. So we got to replace that. There's nothing wrong with her CV axle, but I'm gonna tell her we need to replace that. And she need a new sway bar link, so then I'm gonna tell her she needs sway bar bushings. You know, she need a whole bar. Fuck it, I'm gonna sell her a fucking lift kit now. I'm gonna sell her a lift kit so I can make commission. And I'm tell her I gotta top off all her fluids. They do that bullshit fluid top off, so now this nigga's making bank off your ignorance. That's why I said learn a skill. I understand my nieces and nephews. I'm like, what the fuck is y'all walking around with Yeezys on? Who paid $500 for shoes? And your car, your vehicle fucked up. Some of y'all single moms out there got ain't shit kids. And your kids ain't shit because you baby the fuck out of them. And your kids can't help you with shit because you raised them that way. Soft as fuck. And you driving around in a Nissan Altima with no tread on the tires, and your kids got on $500 shoes. You've been driving around right now. Right now you driving around. Check engine light on. Gauge cluster don't work. But how the fuck is the check engine light on? How she know? Because they always do shit like go to Advanced Auto Parts. What does this mean? Advanced Auto Parts be selling you some bullshit because Advanced Auto Parts ain't shit. AutoZone ain't shit. They put college kids in there that don't know shit so they can pay them less. They don't put experienced people behind the counter. So they giving you false information. It's an infodemic. It got you buying parts. Now you go to the mechanic. The mechanic is a parts changer. He can't diagnose shit. But you done took him the fucking part to replace because you heard the guy from Advanced Auto Parts tell you that this is what's wrong with it. So now when you leave shit still clunking around like that, you go back to that mechanic, get mad at him, and he's like, yo, you just handed me a part, told me to replace it. Well, that's what they told me at AutoZone. AutoZone aren't fucking mechanics. The whole time, her boyfriend is some famous social media star. You know, it be shit like that. You be like, yo, you riding around no tread on your tires. Where the fuck is your husband? He hasn't said anything about this shit. Who is your boyfriend then? You know, he has a YouTube channel. He's a gamer. You done bought your boyfriend $500 a $600 PlayStation 5, and you need $600 worth of work done in your vehicle. Your priorities fucked up. People put value in the stupidest shit. People put value in the dumbest shit ever. But it's like different worlds. Like what I find of value to have value, other people look at, they scoff at that shit. Like some people are like, yo, why do I need skill when I could just, mooch off the fucking government or some shit? Why do I need skill when I'm a big social media star and I have a huge social media presence? It's like when all that shit come crumbling down, nigga, what you gonna do? You ain't gonna be worth shit. Then your wife gonna be looking at you side eye. Like, nigga, you ain't shit. I'm a basic man. Like I live my life I like being grounded in reality. When you grounded in reality, certain things just don't affect you as much as it does the next man. Certain you don't become concerned and obsessed with the shit that this world is concerned and obsessed with. You know, because you're dealing with reality. You know, I don't. Some of this shit y'all fuss over, I don't even care about. That shit don't concern me. That shit don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. I seen that Mark Dice video this morning. Mad y'all talking shit about Ben Shapiro, and half of y'all merchants. Half of y'all, some of y'all favorite YouTubers are fucking merchants, just like that nigga. Selling you fucking fear porn all day. By my shirt. This nigga, I wasn't lying, bro. Like you can't just, somebody's like, why would you unsubscribe? Because you can't, YouTube will show you the same shit. You don't have to have the notification on. YouTube will show you some shit. And then you see that title, all niggers will die. And then you click on it because you're like, yo, all niggers will die. I'm a nigga. You click on it. And the first 5 minutes is a nigga selling you a fucking Snuggie. So you can keep warm at your child's little league game. The fuck is that? I want no fucking Snuggie. I want to know why you said all niggers will die. Because I'm a nigga. So I need to know this. And you spent 5 minutes talking about a fucking Snuggie to wear at your child's little league game, and 1 minute talking about the actual issue. And nowhere in the actual 1 minute of the issue are niggas gonna die. You know, you a fucking merchant, cut. It's a Snuggie. They get y'all to sell anything to niggas. Like, it's people hitting me up like, yo, can you sell our games? And I'm like, fam, I don't even got a. I feel like I can't even pull that shit with my subscriber base, with my people, that, cause y'all know y'all like, yo, you on that bullshit, BG. Imagine you click on one of my videos, and I'm selling you some shit you don't need, will never use. You feel it? Like, it's like, so I understand people do, I gotta make this extra money. I know, but the money fuck up the message. Cause people, and I've seen situations where people are like, yo, your message on point, but I can't send this shit to my peoples because the first 10 minutes of the message, you're selling fucking socks. You're selling socks the first 10 minutes. My people not gonna sit through this shit. They're not gonna watch this. You selling blue box. The first 5 minutes of your message is spent on Black Rifle coffee. Like, you niggas is easily bought. Niggas don't even drink coffee. Buy this coffee. It's good ground roast. It's good ground roast. It's good coffee. Put it in your cups. Better than Folgers. Then you get to the message. World War III. And then the video ends. And it's like, oh, what the fuck? What about World War III? That's why somebody told me the other day, they said, yo, you praising Joe Biden. I never praised Joe Biden. Y'all get shit so fucked up and it's funny. That's why I talk shit about y'all. You praising Joe Biden? Well, he just started World War III. And I know you in the chat too. You with the person that said that shit. I don't give a fuck who started World War III and not, nigga. I'll fight through radiation. I don't give a fuck. You know how many World War IIIs I done lived through? Supposedly World War IIIs. Didn't they say World War III last year when Trump killed Soleimani, the Iranian general? I don't give a fuck about Joe Biden. He started World War III. I don't give a fuck about Russia, nigga. Fuck a Russia, nigga. Fuck a North Korea, nigga. Kim Jong-un, he be going in on shit. I like him though. He got spunk, nigga. He a merchant too, but he got spunk. He's entertaining. That's why I say That's why I say Kim Jong Un be going in. They be like, "Don't touch those missiles." He be like, he hit that send button, and then just look at you. I hit the send button, nigga. He send it. That nigga will send that shit. Cause you can't just expect how you have sanctions on somebody. You honestly like, what you think I'm a bitch? You think I won't shoot the fuck out your country, nigga? You think I'm a bitch? Imagine if somebody put sanctions on your household. You be like, yo, what the fuck? Fuck is you saying? Better than I am, but they know they can't do shit because the United Nations is enforcing certain shit. The United Nations is all up in shit. Don't got shit. The United Nations is like the CPS. The United Nations Child Protection Service. Who said it? Well, show me. It's like, yo, well, these niggas, they don't give a fuck. It's whoever got the juice. America got that military might, but they get fucked up by Russia, and they know it. That's why they concerned. North Korea, small ass country, but Kim Jong Un got the right mindset. He keeping shit out, nigga. You can't get in that motherfucker. He let Dennis Rodman in though. That's how I am with my house. Who the fuck are you? No, you can't come in here. I don't know you. That's why all these Koreans you see, they're South Koreans. North Korea don't play that shit. North Korea don't play that shit. You're not part of my household. Who the fuck are you? Letting this propagate Facebook? No. Out. Get that shit out. The fuck? China don't play that shit. I'm supposed to be talking about worlds. Wish I could be part of your world. Ariel singing that shit. Nah, no, you don't want to be part of this world. I'm out.